Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Mahamantra ki jai Śrīla Prabhupada ki jai Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadadi Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Udapatakamanam Shri Gurum Vaishnavam Cha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagagana Raghunatantam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadotam Parijana Sakitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sagagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitam Shcha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriya Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhye Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara, Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. As we are moving into the 7th day of the wonderful Mārgasirsha month, let us try to glorify Śrī Āndāl Nachiyar and Tiruppāvai. As we see, Śrī Āndāl Nachiyar is the daughter of Periyāழ்var, and she considers her father as Guru, and at the same time she considers her father as Krishna himself, because the reason is the Sampradaya very clearly mentions the Guru Shishya Parampara is always there, and one should understand the Bhagavatam also explains Guru is equal to Krishna almost. So like this, she is always happy to be addressed as Vishnu Chitta Goda. Like that, if she is addressed, she is very happy about it. So this way, Āndāl Nachiyar spread the message of Krishna consciousness throughout the village, and her mood was always in the Vrindavan. And especially when she was trying to wake up everybody, her wonderful diplomatic way of waking them up is also very interesting, which we can see here. And as her father was making garland, she used to wear it and look at it. And because of this, she is called as Chudi Kodatta Chodarkodi. And she has composed what is called as Varana Mayiram, which is 10 Pasurams, which talks about her dreaming of her marriage with the Lord. So it's a very important portion of the Nachiyar Tirumudi, which comprises of 143 verses. So the entire 143 plus this 30 is considered into the first portion of the 1000 of the 4000 verses of the Nalayara Divya Prabandham of Sri Sampradaya. So this way, Āndāl Nachiyar spread the message, and she is the incarnation of Bhumi Devi herself. So as we see the verse today, it's also waking up of the other girls who are asleep or pretending as sleeping. Okay, so this is a very important verse, and here we are getting into the importance of Guru as well as one of the Leelas in the Vrindavan also we are getting into it. So before getting into that, let us try to chant the Taniyans. Nila Tungastha Nagari Tadi Suddha Mutpotya Krishnam Parardhyam Swam Shriti Sata Saira Siddha Madhyapayanti Sochistayam Sajani Ghalitam Ya Bhala Kurutya Bhunkte Goda Tasyai Nama Idam Idam Bhuya Evastu Bhuyaha Annavayal Puduvai Āndāl Arangarku Pannu Tiruppāvai Palpadiyam Innisayal Padik Koduttal Narpa Malai Pumalai Sudik Koduttalai Sollu Sudik Kodutta Chodarkodiye Tolpavai Padiyurlavalla Palvalayai Nadinir Venkadavarku Ennai Vidiyanda Immatam Angadava Vanname Nalgu. So let's move to the Pāsuram. Harini Mataji, you can start.
Hare Krishna.
Mami.
Rengum Anai Chatan Kalandu Rengum Anai Chatan Kalandu Peshina Pecharavam Kettilayo Penne Peshina Pecharavam Kettilayo Penne Kashum Pirapum Kala Kalapa Kai Peta Kashum Pirapum கலகலப்ப கைப்பேத்து வாச நறுங்குழல் ஆய்ச்சியர் மத்தினார் ஓசை படுத்த தைரரவம் கேட்டிலையோ ஓசை படுத்த தைரரவம் கேட்டிலையோ நாயக்க பெண் பிள்ளாய் நாராயணன் மூர்த்தி நாயக்க பெண் பிள்ளாய் நாராயணன் மூர்த்தி கேசவனை பாடவும் நீ கேட்டே கிடத்தியோ கேசவனை பாடவும் நீ கேட்டே கிடத்தியோ தேசமுடையாய் திரவேலோரம் பாவாய். Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. I'm opening all the rooms, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Thank you, ma.
Yes, Prabhu, we can continue here. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So today's Pāsuram 7, as I told you, it talks about the importance of the association and the Guru. And parallelly, it also talks about one of the Leelas of the Lord, wherein he kills the demon Keshi. Okay, let's get into the Pāsuram. Let us read it once, then we'll get into the word by word meaning. Kish, Kish, Enrengum, Aanai Chattan Kalandu, Peshina, Pecharavam, Kettilayo, Pepenne, Kashum, Pirappum, Kalakalappa, Kaiperth, Vasa, Narunkural, Achiyar, Mattinal, ஓசை படுத்தவும் தைரரவும் கேட்டிலையோ நாயகப் பெண் பிள்ளாய் நாராயண மூர்த்தி கேசவனை பாடவும் நீ கேட்டே கிடத்தியோ தேசமுடையாய் திரவேலோர் எம்பாவாய். So Kishu Kishu, Kishu Kishu, actually it is a type of expression, and how it comes, because it talks about Enrengum means everywhere. Aanai Chatan. This Aanai Chatan is a type of early morning birds which make noise. Kalandu means among themselves, mixing themselves. Peshina, they were talking. Pecharavam, their talking sound. Ketiliyo, did you not hear? Pepenne. Pepenne means you can call her as crazy, or sometimes you can call her as not responding, because of that they are calling him as Pepenne. Then it's a type of chastising word. You can call it as Pepenne. Kashum Pirappum. Kashum means here it talks about the different type of Mangalya Sutra which are worn by the ladies. Pirappum. Pirappum, it talks about, there are two type of Mangalya Sutra, that is one made from the boy's side and one made from the girl's side. So when it is done with the Mangalya Sutra, this golden ornament, actually it's a golden ornament. What happens? Kalakalappa, as it one after another touches each other, the noise comes. So Kalakalappa Kaiperth. Kaiperth means here it talks about the next portion, Kaiperth. Kaiperth means the ladies who are Vasa Narunkural Achiyar. So when we say Vasa Narunkural Achiyar, the ladies, those who are having their wonderful hair, and what is important here is Vasa. Vasa means the fragrance. Narunkural. Narunkural means the wonderful fragrance, not the stinking smell, the wonderful fragrance. Kudal Achiyar. Kudal means it talks about the hair. Achiyar means the cowherd community. Same Kudal comes in the Dāmodar Ashtakam also. Only thing we have to sing it properly. Lasat Kundalam is the one. Another place it comes as Kuntalam. What is it? Kuntalam. Kuntalam means it talks about the Kundal. Kuntalam is a Sanskrit word. Kundal is a Tamil word. Again, Kudal means it is a literary word of Kundal. So it talks about the hair. So all the gopis, those who are having wonderful hair, from that comes the wonderful fragrance. Then what does she talk about? All these achiyars, all these cowherd communities, what they are doing? Mattinal. With the churning rod, osai, sound, padutta, making, tair, yogurt, aravam, sound, ketilayo, did you not hear? Nayaga pen pillai. First they chastised, now they are doing in diplomatic way, doing maska. What do they say? Nayaga pen pillai. You are going to be our Nayaki as we are going to lead. Narayanan Murti. Here he talks about the Supreme Lord Narayana Murti, the wonderful deity Lord. And he comes as Keshavanai. Keshavanai means the Lord Krishna who killed the Kesi demon when he tried to attack. Padavam, when we are singing about him, Ni Kete, you are listening, Kidatyo, lying down. Deshamudayai. Deshamudayai means they are telling, you have got all the effulgence, tejas you have, please get up. So Tiravelor means open the door, and immediately they are telling, open your heart so that the Lord can enter. Along with us, we are also going to sing the glories of the Lord. So this is the word by word meaning of the portion. So let us get into the translation, how it goes. I will read it out. Because when the girls, they are all waiting outside, as I told you, around 10 or 12 girls, exactly, they are not waking up. Why? Because they are either half asleep or sometimes dreaming that they are with the Lord, or sometimes they are in deep love and they do not want to join the team and they want to do it individually. Here only the problem comes. So that's why the entire gopis along with Āndāl Nachiyar, they are all waiting outside because they are well prepared to join the Goshti. But whereas the one who is sleeping now, she is not willing to join. So for this reason only, they are trying to pull in. As I told you, Āndāl Nachiyar is very clear. She wants to pull each and every soul towards the Lord's lotus feet. This is any Acharya will do that. Āndāl Nachiyar also follows the same. So as she is going, she is telling, listen, the dawn is up. Okay, the sunrise is going to come up. Already you are getting lots of symptoms. The waking up of time is there. Now the Brahma Muhurta is getting over. Please get up. So what they are telling, they are giving examples. There are Ānaichātān birds. Yesterday we saw Pullum Chilambinakad. That's another type of bird. This is a different type of bird. In this Ānaichātān, it comes in a group. And generally, the male and female always talk each other. Because the male bird is going to go out to fetch food or their routine feed for the small ones. So it discusses with the female one and goes. So among them, they are talking. In addition to that, when they are talking, they talk how kitch, 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 like that. So that sound, that's why it says Pecharavam, their talking sound, it is there everywhere. Are you not hearing it? For the girl, she's sleeping. She says, in my house or in near me, there is no such sound. You are all outside, you may hear it. I am not hearing it. So this is the way she is evading to get up. Then the girls outside, they are a little bit upset. And what they are telling, Pepene, are you crazy? Huh? So please get up. You don't have any interest to join us. This is not fair on you, because when you want to glorify the Lord, you have to join the gang. You should not do it alone. This is unfair. This is the way they are chastising. Then what do they say? Okay, if that is the case, you are not hearing that bird sound. Let me explain, certain more sounds are also there, which indicates the dawn is there. What is she telling? Kasham Pirappum Kalakalappa Kaipirthu. So certain Sri Vaishnava Acharyas are explaining not only the golden ornaments which are hanging in the Mangala Sutra, in addition to that, they are wearing different type of bangles which has got a chain connected to that. So when they are moving like this and that, automatically the sound comes. Kalakalappa. Kalakalappa means, what is it called? Kingini. You have heard that money like that. So similar to that, the sound comes. Kaipiyarthu means as they are wearing certain bangles, also as I told you, the ornaments, that also making the noise. Then Vasa Narunkural. So are you not hearing that sound? Then what do they say? Vasa Narungural. All the gopis, as they had tied their hair, it fell down as they were churning the rod for taking out yogurt, taking out butter. So when they do that, the fragrance, the wonderful lingering aroma comes out from their hair. See, I'll tell you, there was a huge discussion in the previous periods, and it is also explained very clearly. Whether the ladies, do they have any real fragrance naturally in their hair, or do they apply hair oil, or do they go to beauty parlor, all these things. But interestingly, one should understand, it is very clear, according to the scriptures, according to Āndāl Nachiyar also, in general, the females will have always a very lingering aroma, the fragrance. Because in olden days, they used to apply all natural herbs to condition their hairs. So naturally, that fragrance will always be there. Especially certain ladies after pregnancy, they will be having that oud. What is that called? They put it on the fire and the smoke comes, then they take it so that they will not get cold. So that is also another way of doing. So there are natural fragrance in that. So Āndāl Nachiyar also emphasizes the gopis had all the fragrance in their hair. Similarly, another situation also comes wherein the cowherd community will have natural fragrance in their hair. So that comes in the later Pāsuram when they are talking about Nappinai. Vasa Narungural Achi Nappinai, something like that, it will come in the later part of it. So wherein Nappinai is, who is she? Nappinai is none other than Srimati Radharani, and she is the leader of the, or the Nayaki of the entire gopis. So when the gopis are having this fragrance, naturally her Nayaki will also have it, right? So this is emphasized, this is very important. Vasa Narungural Achiyar. They are addressing the cowherd ladies, fragrant hairs. Then what do they say? They are doing something. What is that in the morning session? Mattinal, with the churning rod. Osai Padutha, when they are trying to churn the yogurt and the milk, they take out butter, right? Especially when they churn the yogurt, what happens? Two ropes will be there. They'll be dragging like this way, that way, like that. So automatically, when the rod goes inside the yogurt, it will turn one side and make a swing. Then it will make a reverse swing. Then automatically, there will be a sound in the yogurt, pluck, 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 like that. So that sound, did you not hear? Especially, it is explained in one of the verses the yogurt which is made by Nanda Baba and the entire cowherd community in Vrindavana, Gokul, it will be like a solid yogurt, not like this, what you are getting in the Ravabi or any other brand. But why? Because these are all natural fed cows, and the cow's yogurt will be so strong, and they have to do with lots of things. Even in olden days, they used to say that. They used to use a knife to cut the yogurt. Like that, it will be so strong. So, like this, here, the yogurt was so strong, and they are doing so much of effort to pull it this way, that way. So this noise also comes. Are you not hearing it? Then the girl is telling, oh, I am not hearing it because nobody is doing it in my house. So like this, she is giving all excuses. Then they thought it's better to address her with some respect, because they are all waiting outside. So they need the Nayaki. Without her, they cannot go. So now they are telling Nayaga Pen Pillai. Pen Pillai means female, Pillai means daughter. And what do they say? Nayaka. Nayaka means Nayaki. Here it is, feminine gender. So they address her, you are the Nayaki, please come and lead us. So after hearing this, she is also a little hesitant. And further, when the girl who is lying down, when she hears the next one, automatically she wakes up. What is that? Narayanan Murti. So the Lord's beautiful form, Narayanan Murti. And the Lord comes as Krishna, and what does he do now? Keshavanai Padavum Ni Kete Kedatyo. And they are glorifying which Lord? Krishna. And which Krishna? Who is killing the demon Keshi. Actually, in scriptures, in many places, Kleshanasaya Keshavaha, like that it says. Because those who are having Klesha, if they call out the names of Keshava, automatically all their worries are removed. That's what it says. Kleshanashaya Keshavaha, like that they say. Keshavanai Padavum Kete Kedatyo. We are all singing that glory of the Keshava. Are you listening to that? Still you are lying down. He is our hero. So after listening to this also, are you still sleeping? We are going to go and meet him and take his blessings. And finally, what do they do? This much they said, the girl inside, she got up. Tesha Mudayai. Now they are addressing again with one more thing. Tesha means Tejas. Tejas in Tamil becomes Tesha. Okay. Tesha Mudayai. You have got the effulgence. Please wake up. Thiruppāvai. Please open. Hello Rambhavai. So this way, the Āndāl Nachiyar is waking up girl who is actually, if you look at it, the waking up of the Pāsuram starts from 6 to 15, almost 10 verses. All the 10 verses, according to the Vaishnava Acharya, they are telling there are 10 girls who are not willing to get up, because there are around 5 lakh of gopis in the Shivali-Puttur. Out of that, 10 are not waking up. Why this 10? It expresses there are varieties of gopis with the different moods. So to pull them up and make them join the Goshti, they are doing all these things, right? So this way, it is expressed here. They are waking up the girl like that. Okay, let us try to understand certain very vital, important things connected to the Acharya and the Shishya. In this verse, Āndāl Nachiyar, she is addressing Tirumazhai Āழ்var. Yesterday we were talking about one Acharya, and today we are talking about another Acharya. His name is Tirumazhai Āழ்var. There are 10 Āழ்vars. As I told you, 12 out of the 10 are considered. They are the incarnation of the associates of the Lord, and they take the Lord himself as Guru. So now she is addressing about the Tirumazhai Āழ்var. So the Tirumazhai Āழ்var is another expert in glorifying the Lord. Initially, Tirumazhai Āழ்var was slightly varied opinion about it. Then he was made perfect with the guidance of Āழ்var. So when he started worshipping the Lord, he used to compose so many wonderful poems about the Lord, which is called as Venpa. Venpa means two-line. In Sanskrit, we say Chandam, no? Chandam. So two-line, he is expert, and certain pasurams or poems, what he makes, it will be something very in a typical rural folk type. So when that is sung, people will be always dancing to that. So here also, this Tirumazhi Alvar was singing in such a pattern, and the Lord was singing to the tunes of it, like that they say. So this Tirumazhi Alvar appeared in the Chennai district, Chennai around. So now they are addressing the Tirumazhi Alvar. Kisi kisi and the Anai Chatan Pecharavan Ketelayo, Pe Pennai. So this Tirumazhi Alvar was in deep love with Krishna, and what they are telling, you are hearing to the sound, and you are able to hear the different noises which are made up. And Kasim Pirappum Kaikalappa, because when he is composing the songs, there are lots of sounds, musical sounds which comes. Kaiperthu, with their hand, they are making the noise, and these sounds are also so wonderfully done. And when Tirumazhi Alvar went to the wonderful Divyadesham called as Tirukkudandai, which is called as Kumbakonam, he went and glorified the Lord, and he asked or requested the Lord to get up from the lying posture. In that holy dham in the Divyadesham, the temple is called a Sharangapani temple, wherein the Lord is on a Shayana posture. When this Tirumazhi Alvar started singing, the Lord got up, interestingly. So then the Āndāl Nachar and the Gopis are telling, you made the Lord to wake up, but why are you lying down? You also get up. Like that they are telling. So in that temple also you can see Tirumazhi Alvar is glorifying the Lord, and the Urchav Murti is called as Aravamudan. Aravamudan means, Amudu means in Tamil, it is English equivalent is nectar. Arada Amudu. Arada Amudu means the nectar which you keep drinking, you will never get bored or get fed up. You will be willing to take more and more nectar. So as this Tirumazhi Alvar was singing so much, he was able to churn out so much of nectarian things from the Vedas. He was a great Acharya. So Achyar Mattinal. So here Tirumazhi Alvar is churning the Vedas and taking out the nectarian things out of that. So this way they are addressing further. Nayaga Penpilla, he was the leader in leading so many Shishyas also. Narayana Murti, because the Leelas are always narrated by the Tirumazhi Alvar also. He was also very fond of Krishna Leelas, so he was talking about so many things. So when it is sung, he is also joining it. This is the way they are addressing it. Okay. Then automatically the aspect of Guru Shishya, that conception is also explained here very well. So let us move on to the interesting aspect of one more point which I have missed out. Let me tell you now. The different sounds what we were talking about, let's try to list it down. The first sound is Pecharavam. Aravam means sound. So Anai Chatan made a sound and it was not heard by the girl. Then Kasum Pirappam Kalakalappa, because the girls who were wearing wonderful jewels or ornaments in their Mangalya rope, which was making noise, and they were wearing different type of bangles, which was also making noise. Then in addition to that, the next sound comes the Achiyar Mattinal, when they were churning the yogurt, that Tairaravam, Tair means yogurt, that sound did you not hear? This is what it is explained. There is one more sound which is explained very clearly. As we know that when the dhobi is banging the dhoti on the stone, he will be making some noise, and sometimes they used to sing also. Similarly, when we see that when they are doing some hard labor, they used to sing to relieve from the labor. That is a common thing. But these are all gopis. The gopis are always remembering the Lord. They do not have anything else to remember. So whatever they do, all the time they remember, because what is said here is Sarva Dharman Parityaja. Whatever they do, they offer to the Lord. So finally, when they churn also, the yogurt is churned and it is meant for Krishna, and the butter what they are going to take is also for Krishna. So everything is for Krishna. So to remember Krishna, they always sing. This is also, we heard it from the Dāmodar Leela, wherein Yashoda, when she was churning the yogurt, all the Gaudiya Acharyas are also explaining, she was singing, Yashoda was singing the glories of Krishna. Similarly, the gopis here also making the same singing of various glories of the Lord. So this means the entire Shivaliputur gopis were completely drowned in the meditation of the Lord. All the time they were singing the glories. So in this regard, actually, there is a wonderful verse which is not here in the Tiruppāvai, but it is there in the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, which is coming in the 10th canto. It starts like this: Udghayatinam Aravinda Lochanam. This is a very important verse. I remember even Prabhupada was giving in one of his lecture, if I remember right, I'm unable to recollect it, but the sloka starts like this: Udghayatinam Aravinda Lochanam, like that. So here also, that sound was also heard by the gopis here. Hare Krishna. So with this, we understood the complete description of the Pāsuram. So let us move on to the related Bhagavatam shlokas in this connection. The very first verse, as I was telling, is important. Is it talks about the association. This is in the 10th canto. Hare Krishna. 10th canto, sorry, not 10th canto, I wrongly said. This is from 4th canto, 30th chapter, shloka number 34. So I will tell you the situation, how the shloka comes in. Here, it is the instruction received by Prachetas from Narada. So Narada is explaining the importance of the association of the Lord, so devotees. Tulaya malave napi na swargam na punarbhavam Bhagavat sangi sangasya martyanam kimuta sishaha. I tell you, this shloka comes in many places. Even in the 1st canto, 18th chapter also, 13th shloka, it is coming. Like this, another place also, wherein in the Rudra Gitam the other day I was telling, it is also coming in the 4th canto, 24th chapter, shloka number 57, I think so. So like this, the emphasis of the importance of the association is throughout the Bhagavatam, it is narrated. Similarly, the emphasis of the importance of the holy name is also narrated through. So this shloka, again, as I told you, it is narrated to Prachetas. Even a moment's association with a pure devotee cannot be compared to being transferred to heavenly planets or even merging into the Brahman effulgence in complete liberation. For living entities who are destined to give up the body and die, association with pure devotees is the highest benediction. So that means there is no other way but for association. So in any case, Martyanam, those who are born here are definitely going to die. For them, the only solace, the only solution, or the only benediction is the pure devotees association, because anything else will not have this much highest level of benediction. Because people may try to do certain things, attain perfection, go to the heavenly planets, and they have to come back. Because what does it say? If you go to Swarga, you have to come back again, right? Again, going back to the merging of the effulgence, that is also same situation. It's not complete, because the real complete situation or the real complete perfection is attained only in the association of the devotees. So this is the one verse wherein Āndāl Nachiyar also emphasizes, don't sleep alone, don't meditate on the Lord alone, don't try to associate with the Lord alone. Let's all join together, because Krishna also loves to be in the midst of the devotees. No, well, that's what he says. Naham Vashami Vaikunte. What does he say? I am in the midst of the devotees where they sing my glories. So this way, Āndāl Nacharya is referring to this wonderful shloka, the importance of the association. Then coming to the Leela of the killing of the demon Keshi, let us try to understand what it says. Shloka number 6 and 7, we'll try to read the translation so that we'll be understanding how the Lord with ease killed the demon Keshi. So, as we see that each and every pastime, Lord takes little effort. Yesterday we saw that Chakatasura was killed without much effort. Here also the horse comes in a huge form and Krishna kills the horse demon very easily. Named Keshi, that's why he's called as Keshava. Shloka number 6. Danta nipetur bhagavat bhuja sparshas te keshinas tapta maya sprusho yata bahuscha taddeha gato mahatmano yata mayaha samva vruddhe upekshitaha. Here also one can understand tapta maya. The Lord's wonderful lotus hand became like a very, very red hot iron rod. So this is what the Lord gives different aspects of his energy to different type of living beings. Those who surrender to him, the Lord is always be a very cool like a moon. Here also for the same thing, I'll tell you similar situation. The Lord was using his wonderful lotus hand and touches who? Prahlad Maharaj, Narasimha Avatar, with his wonderful lotus hand, he touches and blesses him. Similarly, for Dhruva also, he touched with his conch shell. At that time, his lotus hand also touched his chin or cheek of the Dhruva. So, but for the demon who came in the form of a horse, Keshi, it became like a red hot iron rod. Translation. Keshi's teeth immediately fell out when they touched the Supreme Lord's arms, which is to the demon felt as hot as molten iron. Within Keshi's body, the Supreme Personality of Godhead arm then expanded greatly. So it goes inside, and it is going to make more damage to Keshi, like a diseased stomach swelling because of neglect. Right? Wonderful. Shloka number 7. Sameda manena sa Krishna bahuna. Sameda manena sa Krishna bahuna. Niruddhavayus charanamscha vikshipan. Prasvinna khatra parivritta lochanaha. Papata landam Vrsijan Kshitau Yasuhu. Okay. So here the translation. As Lord Krishna expanding arm completely blocked Keshi's breathing. As his breathing, Pranavayu was blocked. His legs kicked convulsively. Convulsion, we say that, no? Same way, as he got convulsion, Keshi's legs kicked very hardly. His body became covered with sweat. Because unable to breathe, automatically this sweating, perspiration comes out. Right? It is, listen carefully how our Sanskrit and English are connected. How the English is coming from Sanskrit. Prasvina becomes perspiration. So English is not a new language as such. It is derived from Sanskrit. So Sanskrit is the mother of all languages. Okay. So, and his eyes rolled around as he was dying. The demon then passed his stool and fell on the ground, dead. So this way, the Lord killed him without much effort. Here, one more verse, which is also, I will just read the translation. the mighty armed Krishna withdrew his arm from Keshi's body, which now appeared like a long Kartika fruit. See, this is what the Lord takes different aspects of his energies. So, Yayatama prapadyante. So he wanted this, and the Lord gave him like this. Without the least display of pride. This is again the Lord's humble. We have to learn the great transcendental quality from the Lord. Without pride, what does he do? At having so effortlessly killed him, effortlessly killed his enemy, the Lord accepted the Devata's worship in the form of flowers rained down from the above. I tell you, from each and every Leela, you can see all the Devatas from the sky. They watch like a Doordarshan. They always be interested in watching it because the Leelas, they want to take part, but if they are not able to take part, at least they are listening it. But in any case, watching is also taking part. Similarly, we are also taking part in all the Leelas with the mercy of who? Āndāl Nachiyar. How? Because we are reading these verses and we are listening to the Katha. So, any Leela of the Lord, when it is listened, Shravanam is very important. So that way it brings all glories and all auspicious things. And one should understand this is the essence of the entire Pāsuram. So now we can understand what we are trying to do every year is to bring out all the transcendental nectarian essence of the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam from the Tiruppāvai. And I am also requesting all the speakers in different languages, try to stick on to the Bhagavatam connections, because Āndāl Nachiyar has done everything in the mood of Vrindavana, and we always understand Gokul is always glorified everywhere here, Mathura is glorified. So one can easily understand Āndāl Nachiyar was in deep love with Krishna, not only she, and she also made us to connect with the same thing. And her only desire was to take all of us to the lotus feet of the Lord. Why the lotus feet is important here, as we see everywhere, as we see in the Pāsuram also, she is talking about the Paramanadi Padi, Per Padi, like that. So the glory is always connected to the lotus feet, because what is the special importance of the lotus feet is, one, the Acharyas are explaining the nectar that flows from the toe of the lotus feet of the Lord is something very transcendental. Similarly, other Acharyas are also explaining another wonderful pattern. All the great pure devotees of the Lord, they always reside at the lotus feet of the Lord. So if somebody is able to catch hold of the lotus feet of the Lord, automatically they are getting the blessings and they are getting all the support from the Acharyas to get the ultimate nectar of the Lord. So this way, this Pāsuram emphasizes so much on this. Hare Krishna.
Prabhu, today is Gita Jayanti. Just want to say something.
Yeah. Ekadashi, you have to mention that also, no?
Fasting tomorrow.
Acha, 23rd, huh? Prabhu, Vidyagati?
Yes, Prabhu. Fasting tomorrow. Suitable fasting tomorrow.
That is Saturday.
Yes.
Acha. Here for us, fasting is tomorrow. That is 23rd. Hare Krishna. So in US, fasting is on Friday. Okay, and we are celebrating in the temple on Sunday. Okay, Hare Krishna. So the importance of tomorrow is tomorrow, not tomorrow, today. For you, it is today, right? So Friday, because Advent of Bhagavad Gita, this is a very auspicious month, and Prabhupada has made this month as a marathon month. So we request all the devotees to participate in the distribution of Bhagavad Gita, because in the Bhagavad Gita, the 18th chapter, Krishna says very clearly, those who distribute this confidential knowledge, the king of knowledge, they are very dear to me. So when we are not able to preach, at least we can distribute books. Through that also we can preach. Moreover, Prabhupada has been repeatedly telling, book distribution is the primary backbone of the ISKCON. And this has to happen throughout the year. And in the Bhadra Mas, we celebrate and we distribute so much of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. And in the month of Mārgasirsha, the marathon month, we always celebrate Bhagavad Gita Advent. And automatically, we are all to join hands and distribute books as much as you can. So this way, the distribution of books can be done through many ways. We can contact in the Dāmodar Desh in Dubai. Śrī Vidyagati Prabhu will be taking care of it. Those who want to distribute books, be in touch with him. You can donate or you can buy books and distribute it also. In Chennai also, Prema Bhakti Mataji, she is handling it, I think so. You can contact her. So this way, there are lots of ways to distribute books in this month. Especially on Friday, we request all of you to take some commitment or give some vow that we will be distributing so much of books. So this way, we can celebrate the Advent of Bhagavad Gita, and one can read all the 700 shlokas throughout the day and celebrate the Bhagavad Gita Advent also. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Vasant Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu, all the breakout rooms are closed. Okay.
Okay.
Dhananjay Prabhu, you can take over. Hare Krishna.
We have spoken about the Advent and the distribution of Bhagavad Gita, transcendental book distribution, everything is spoken. So we are still on Thursday, you are on Friday. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Dhananjay Prabhu, take care. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
We have to chant for the host. Give me a minute.
Okay, please.
Pradeep Jaswani and Kavita Jaswani and the entire family. Nayan and Darsh for the family. And for all of us, let us all chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra thrice. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Maha Mantra ki jai. Śrīla Prabhupada.